ओमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लाङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं। कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधव देवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। भुजे सव्यवेणुं शिरसि शिखिपिच्छं कटितटे दुकूलां नेत्रान्तिसहचरकटाक्षं विदधते। सदा श्रीमद्वृन्दावनवसति लीला परिचयो जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे। वन्दे नन्दव्रजस्त्रीणां पादरेणुम् अभीक्ष्णशः यासां हरिकथोद्गीतं पुनाति भुवनत्रयम्। भक्त्या विहीन अपराधलक्षै क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयी त्वां शरणं प्रपन्नवृन्दे नुमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। भूमोस्खलितपादानां भूमिरेव यवलम्बनं त्वय्यजात अपराधानां त्वमेव शरणं प्रभो। वागीशा यस्य वदने लक्ष्मीर्यस्या च वक्ष्यासि यस्यास्ति हृदये संवित्तं नृसिंहामहं भजे। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
So, we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 11th chapter, Manu's instructions to Dhruv Maharaj. Manu came at the place where Dhruva was, fighting against the Yakshas, and then he started giving instructions to Dhruva. Yesterday we heard that the Supreme Lord is the cause of the creation of this material world, and He has created living beings. He has created the body of male and female, and they in turn further create further living beings. And because of the interaction of the various modes of material nature, there is variety like creation, maintenance and annihilation in this material world. Then again, by the influence of time, there is annihilation. Even though the Supreme Lord is not a performer of action, still He creates. Even though He is not the destroyer, He is not the killer, but He annihilates this material world. In this manner, even though He is akarta, even though He is non-performer of an action, still He performs. This is possible only through His inconceivable potencies. Now we will continue from verse number 19. So ananto antakarah kalo anadiradi kritavyayah janam janena janayan marayan मृत्युनांतकम. काल रूपी भगवान स्वयं अनादि अनंत और अव्यय. So Supreme Lord in the form of time, He is without any origin. He is the cause of everything, but He is not, He does not have any cause. He is infinite and He is inexhaustible. As time, He tells in Bhagavad Gita, Kalosmi aham, I am time. Lord tells in Bhagavad Gita, I am that time. So as time, the Lord is eternal, He is infinite and He is inexhaustible. তিনি প্রাণী দ্বারাই প্রাণী সৃষ্টি করে চাইছেন. He is bringing one living entity through another living entity. Means He at one point of time He has created through His Maya potency, but now He made the living entities able to बंद कर देना, इसको बंद कर देना, पानी आ रहा है. Today we have a very, very strong wind and rain with thunders. So there is intermittent disturbance. We don't have light also. So this is the state here, Mayapur's update. So He created the living beings, and those living beings, they again in turn are capable of producing further living beings. And मृत्यु द्वारा चौरादि के संहार करिया संहार करता नाम धारण करितेछेन. And also as death, in the form of death, the time is death, time is birth, time is death, because there is influence of time in this material world. But He Himself, although He is time Himself, He is eternal. So through mrityu, through death, He is also destroying everything. Through living beings He is creating, and in the form of death He is killing everyone. He is telling that everything is everything is happening by the influence of time. Shri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, आरो ताहार विभूत दर्शन करो. यह बोलते चन सह अनंत, तिनी निजे अनंत अर्थात नाशरहित होइयाओ, अपरेर अंतकरः नाशकारक. बोल रहे हैं कि हे ध्रुव और सुनो, भगवान के महिमा. इंग्लिश. So Dhruva, my dear Dhruva, listen. Manu is speaking to Dhruva that you listen to the glories of Supreme Lord further. He is Ananta. He is eternal. There is no end to Him. And therefore, He does not get destroyed. There is no end to Him. Ananta means what? there is no anta. Anta means end. Ananta means he who has no end, infinite. So therefore he is indestructible. He cannot be destroyed. But he is the destroyer of others. He himself is not indestructible, but he destroys others. Kon rupe? In what form? How is he destroyer? Tahate bolite chen kalah, in the form of time. He is the destroyer, he is the annihilator of all the living entities in the form of time. अर्थात काल स्वरूप निजे अनादि अर्थात जन्म शून्य अथच अपरेर आदिकृत जन्मदाता. So he himself is janma shunya. He has no birth. Anadi, because his anadi means he has no birth. Adi means origin. Anadi means no origin. He has no origin, means he has no birth. But he is the cause of others' birth. He has no death, but he is the cause of others' death. He has no birth, but he is the cause of others' birth. अव्ययः चिंतामणि न्याय सकल किचूर उत्पादक होयऊ व्यय शून्य. And he is also avyaya. Avyaya means inexhaustible, never finished. It cannot be finished any time. Just like he gives an example, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, of a chintamani, like a touchstone. If you take a touchstone and if you touch the touchstone with, let's say, iron or any other metal, immediately the metal turns into gold. But because the touchstone has touched the iron, the touchstone does not get polluted. It does not get contaminated. How much ever iron you touch with, the touchstone remains untouched. Means it does not get contaminated. In a similar manner, even though he creates, even though he destructs, annihilates, still he remains completely inexhaustible. Like if we do some work, if we do some activity, some of our energy is exhausted, is finished. You have to again regain that energy by eating food, by taking capsules, by doing exercise. We have to again rebuild that. And again, after you spend, again you rebuild. But the Supreme Lord is inexhaustible. Like creating something or destroying something, he still remains totally inexhaustible. निजेई जन्मदाता होयाऊ पित्रादि द्वारा पुत्रादि के जन्म दें. He himself is the father. He himself is the father because he created everything. But still, he empowers ordinary man in this material world to create further living species, further human beings, or in other species. In that manner, even though he is the giver of life, he has given that, to this material living entity. स्वयं विनाशकारी होयऊ मृत्युना मृत्युर द्वारा अर्थात मृत्युर हेतुभूत काल अग्नि रुद्रादि द्वारा अंतकः जमेरऊ संहार कोरिया थाकेन. So even though he himself is the annihilator, he is the creator, he is also the annihilator. So even though he himself is the annihilator, but he does it through the form of death. There is a death god. Death means we call it as some, dying. But there is a death god. Through death god, he gives it. He says that sometimes through time, sometimes through fire, sometimes through Shiva, through Yama. In this manner, he gives, death, even though he himself is the annihilator. So he is the creator. He can give birth, but still he gives that power to ordinary humans. He can annihilate, but he does it through other demigods. So this is telling that this is the nature of the Supreme Lord in the form of time. Na vai स्वपक्षे अस्य विपक्ष एव वा परस्य मृत्योर्विशतः समं प्रजाः तं धावमानं मनुधाव अन्त्यनीशा यथा राजांस्यनिलं भूतसंगा मृत्युरूपी कालेर स्वपक्ष बा विपक्ष के हई নাই। তিনি সমভাবেই সর্বপ্রাণীতে প্রবেশ করিতেছেন এবং সর্বত্রই ভ্রমণ করিতেছেন। ধূলিপটল যেমন বায়ুর পশ্চাৎ পশ্চাৎ ধাবিত হয়, তদ্রূপ কর্মাধীন প্রাণী সকলও স্ব কর্মের অধীন হইয়া কালের পশ্চাৎ পশ্চাৎ ধাবিত হইতেছে। So, the Lord in the form of time, He is impartial. Impartial means He does not favor one and does not, do unfavor to another person. And impartial means what? Equal to everyone. He is equal to everyone in the form of time. Therefore, He comes in the form of death to all the living entities. He does not say, oh, this is my person, therefore there is no death to him. Here, I don't like him, therefore I will immediately kill him. It is not like that. Name dveshti nacha priya. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that there is no one dear to me, there is no one whom I am, dveshti, whom I have hostility towards. I don't favor anyone, or nor do I have any hostility towards anyone. Samoham sarvabhuteshu. I am equal to all. There is I don't discriminate. Like in this material world, there is discrimination. But the Supreme Lord does not discriminate. So he is telling that in the form of time or in the form of death, the Lord is equal to all. There is no one He is favoring and there is no one whom He is not favoring. And not only that, He is also wandering everywhere. It's not like, oh, only in this place death will come and in that place death will not come. Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna. Right from the Brahma Loka up to this, everywhere there is repeated birth and death. Means death is coming not only in this material world or on earth planet, it comes in all entire cosmic manifestation, material manifestation. It is equal. We cannot escape. We may say, oh, okay, I will do some tapasya and I will go to some cosmic world where there is no death, I can be saved there. No, it is not possible. Wherever you go, death will follow you. And there is nobody who is, dear to the death that he will favor him, or nobody he is hostile toward that he will immediately kill him. It is not like that. And also he gives an example, just like the wind, it carries the dust. When the wind is going, you can see the dust is also going along behind. In a similar way, he is telling that all the living entities are having the influence of their own karma. With being influenced by their own karma, all the living entities are running behind time. Just like the dust is running behind the wind, in a similar way, all the living entities who are under the influence of their own karma, they are running behind time. Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, এরূপ করলেও ভগবানের বৈষম্য সম্ভব নাহে, যেহেতু তাহার কোনো পক্ষপাতিত্ব নাই, ইহা বলিতেছেন না বৈ ইত্যাদি 2টি শ্লোকে. So, he's telling that, you see, the Lord does not favor anyone because He is equal to all living entities. All living entities, due to their own karma, they have come to this material world. Even though it is said that He does not favor anyone, but at the same time it is also true that the Lord favors His devotees. But those who surrender to me, He is equal to all, but those who surrender to me, I am very special to them, and they are very special to me. I am very dear to them, they are very dear to me. Because those persons, they does not come under the influence of time. They does not come under the influence of karma. People like us, ordinary people like us, we are under the influence of time and under the influence of karma. But those who have submitted to Supreme Lord, those who are serving Him, they are not, influenced by these things, and therefore they are under the supervision of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Therefore, they are favored because they are surrendered. So, here he is telling that in this manner the Lord is equal to everyone because He does not favor or not favor others. जिनी मृत्यु रूपे समान भावे सर्व प्राणीते प्रवेश करिते छेन सेई भगवानेर स्वपक्ष विपक्ष के होई नाय. So in the form of death, He is approaching all the living entities equally. Equally meaning He does not favor someone and He does not, not favor or hostile towards someone. Equally He is coming to all the living entities. ताहार साम्य हईलेও प्राणीगणेर फल वैषम्य হয় তাহাদের কর্মবশত ইহা দৃষ্টান্তরের সহিত বলিতেছেন তম ধাবন্তি ইত্যাদি. So even though the Lord does not influence, the Lord is what you call completely impartial, then why someone is taking birth in the rich family? Why someone still dies early and why someone dies in a little later? Right? He is impartial means everyone should be living to the same degree. But some are dying early, some are dying late, some are getting wealth, others are not getting wealth. Some are nicely educated, some are not at all educated. Some get name and fame, some doesn't. Why this difference? If the Lord does not differentiate, if Lord is equal to all, then why is this difference? Then he says it is due to the influence of one's own karma, one's own activities in the past. Whatever activities we have performed, those become the cause of our next birth. If you kill someone, you have to be killed. Hinsa korile hinsrita hote hoy. Guru Maharaj often used to repeat this. If you kill someone, then you will be killed in return. If you give some, happiness to someone, then you will also get happiness in return. Whatever you give, you shall get in return in this material world. Any activity performed will become the seed for our next birth. That is the seed of karma. Whatever activities we are performing, those will become those will influence our subsequent births. Therefore, he is telling that if the Lord is impartial, then why is this partiality? That partiality is because of your own karma. Example is given here. अनीशः भूत संगाः कर्माधीन प्राणी सकल स्वस्व कर्मेर अधीन হইয়া मृत्यु रूपी भगवानेर अनुगामी হইয়া থাকে যেমন বায়ুর পশ্চাৎ পশ্চাৎ ধূলি সমূহ ধাবিত হয়. Just like in the dust particles run behind the wind, in a similar manner the living entities under the influence of their own karma are running behind time or death. Means death is constantly troubling them. Death is constantly enveloping them. Nobody can ever overcome this death. Nobody can be outside the influence of death. সেখানে ধূলি সকল অন্ধকার আলোক জল অগ্নি প্রভৃতিতে প্রবেশ করিলেও যেমন বায়ুর কোনো বৈষম্য হয় না তদ্রূপ ঈশ্বরেরও এই ভাব. Just like when the wind, behind the wind, the dust particles are running. Now the wind, he is entering into the fire, he is entering into water, he is entering into light, he is entering into darkness. Everywhere, wind, wherever the wind is blowing, it is going. But the wind itself is not influenced by any of these things. These light or darkness or fire, none of these things, they can destruct the wind. Wind will do its own activity. So, in that manner, it is said that the Lord remains inexhaustible, indestructible, untouched, and He is impartial to everyone. But due to the influence of one's own karma, the living entities take birth, and die accordingly. तुम्हारा दिमाग कहाँ है? सुन रहे हो? आयुषो अपचयम जंतोस्तथैर्वोपचयम विभुः उभाभ्याम रहितः स्वस्थौ दुस्वस्थ्य विदधात्यसौ। सर्वशक्तिमान काल अपनी अपनाते अवस्थान करिते छन। So time is Sarvashaktiman. Sarvashaktiman means all powerful. Time is all powerful, and the time is by Himself. The Lord is by Himself. Nobody is the cause of Him. Just like time influences us, means we take birth, we heard some 2-3 verses ago, we take birth, we die, and then we get transmigrated. All these things, they happen over a period of time due to the influence of time. But the time, as an all-powerful entity, is by itself, the Lord Himself is time. Therefore, He is for Himself or by Himself. Sei janno tahar kal ba akal nai. Therefore, the Lord is not influenced by time, that He will die, He will take birth, He will take death, or He will be dead. There is no influence of time upon Him, because He Himself is time. Because He Himself is time, the time cannot influence Him. তিনি কর্মাধীন জীবগণের মধ্যে কাহারও অকাল মৃত্যু বিধান করিতেছেন, কাহাকেও বা কাল মৃত্যু হইতে রক্ষা করিতেছেন। So He is sometimes giving death to the living entities untimely, and others He is protecting from death for certain period of time. How is it possible? He is telling that only because that living entity is under the influence of karma. In the previous verse we heard that He is impartial. He is not partial to anyone. Therefore, even though birth, death, all these things come upon the living entities, He does not intervene in it because it is happening due to the influence of one's own karma. He does not favor anyone. It happens due to one's own karma. But it appears also that some are living for a long time, some are living for a short time, like Brahma, etc. Brahmaji is living for hundreds and hundreds of years, and we are living for nothing in front of Brahma's life, nothing in front of Brahma's life. And if we see a small insect, an ant, what is its life in front of us? Nothing. A mosquito or an ant or an insect, we see particularly, the season that comes after this, after the rainy season, you see there are so many insects that come at the light. You see that in the evening you see that there are so many insects, but in the morning you see that they are dead. What is their lifespan? Nothing. But Brahma is living for such a long time. Why is this differentiation? If you are saying that the Lord is impartial, why is this differentiation? It should not be discriminating. He says that Tini Karmadhina Jivagan. Because the living entities are under the influence of their own karma. Somebody has performed activities to become Brahma. He has performed activities to become Brahma, means he will get the post of Brahma, means he can live for so many years there because of his karma. And somebody's karma is so insignificant that he has to become an insect that will die after few hours or after few days. Therefore, the Lord is not to be blamed for this. That why is he? How can he be impartial if it is so? He is not partial. He is impartial, but it is because of one's own karmic influence. One is, one is subject to death immediately, and another person is subject to death at a later point of time. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, तत्रापि सेई कर्माधीन जीवगणेर मध्येव काहारऊ प्राणेर अपचय ह्रास अर्थात अकाल मृत्यु जेमन मशकादिते अपर देवतादिते उपचय वृद्धि अर्थात अकाल मृत्यु होइतेव रक्षा करते छन दुस्तस्या कर्माधीन जीवेर. So he is giving that example of mosquito and devata and the devatas, the demigods. You can take Brahma or Indra or anyone. So a mosquito, you see that a mosquito is dying akala in a very little time, or all of a sudden also. All of a sudden means you just he has mosquito is sitting on your lap and then you just beat him, finished, isn't it? So he is getting akala mrityu. Akala mrityu means not timely, before that, finished. And some like Indra, Brahma, etc., they are being protected from death. The Rakshasas, they are attacking, isn't it? So many demons are attacking. They are under fear, but Krishna is coming and protecting them. Lord is coming, fighting with the asuras and protecting them. Why? Because the karma principle is binding. Even Brahma is bound by karma. It's not that Brahma is beyond karma. He is also under the influence of karma. And minutest, insignificant insect is also under the influence of karma. Therefore, living entity only by the influence of their own karma live for some time and die. But the Lord remains impartial to all the living entities. But as we heard previously, to the devotees there is a special favor, because devotees are not to be considered under the living entities, under the principle of karma. They have transcended the platform of karma. Karma means that which is the cause of bondage. The devotee does not perform karma. He performs devotion. It appears like a karma, like an activity. Karma means activity. It appears like an activity, but that activity is for the service of Supreme Lord. Therefore, it will not bind. Just like we heard an example before, that if I become of government, I get recruited in the police department, and I become a member of the government, and then I punish those who are, robbers or thieves or dacoits or those who are miscreants in the society. If I punish, then government will reward me. But if I am not a police officer or a constable or superintendent or whatever it is, I am not recruited in the police department, I am an ordinary civilian, and now I take justice in my hands and then I control others. If somebody is doing mistake, I kill him or I punish him, then will the government leave me? No. I am bound by karma because I have not become of the government. If I become of the government, the same activity is the same. I am also punishing a robber, and police is also punishing the robber. But police punishing the robber is accepted. But I punish is not accepted. They will say, you have the phone number of the police, why did you not call the police? Why did you kill him? You would have arrested him and then called us, we would have taken action, but you killed him, therefore you are also to be prosecuted. So, that is why the devotees are under that category. When the devotees become of God, then whatever activity they perform, it is completely offered in his service. Therefore, they are not influenced by karma. Whereas everyone else, they are influenced by karma. We will stop here and continue tomorrow. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास महामुनि की जय। जय श्री श्री ध्रुव महाराज की जय। श्री श्री नारद गोस्वामी की जय। परमारतम श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।